Hello there, and welcome to a very special episode of Her Time. Well, all of our episodes are special, but this episode is going to be kind of like a Thanksgiving episode. We are titling this episode Thankful for You. And what we wanted to do was thank some people in our lives. Now, little disclaimer. We already know, and family, hopefully you know, that we love you, we appreciate you, we are so grateful for you, and like our lives are better because you are our family. So we want to let you know up front that this Thankful for You episode will not include family, but we wanted to just point out and thank friends in our lives who have been special to us, who have blessed us in one way or another. And if you're not mentioned, it doesn't mean that you're not special. It's just we were choosing just one or two people and that we wanted to thank in our lives. So this episode is about friendship. And you know what is really cool? Today's Bible verse, actually, the verse of the day, is actually about friendship. And I was like, well, how cool is that and how appropriate? I know that when the episode airs, it won't be the verse, but the verse of the day for today is a friend is always loyal and a brother is born to help in time of need. That's Proverbs 17:17. And so I am beyond grateful to be doing this episode with three amazing friends. So here's your shout out for you three. But you three know how much I love you and how much I care about you and just how wonderful you are and what a blessing you are to my life. And we've been friends for over 20 years. But today, I'm sorry, I have a special, I have like this ray of sunlight coming on my face and I'm trying to like, so anyway, it's the love of God shining on me. Anyway, I just wanted to say that this episode, I am going to be inviting someone onto our Her Time episode, and she is Sarai.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, my friend for life. So this is really funny because I texted her a few days ago and I told her I really need to get the sun out of my face. My daughter, can you come close this for me? Anyway, so yeah, we're doing a special episode. I sent my friend Sarai a text and I let her know that I wanted her, I asked her, first of all, are you available Saturday morning? Are you good for this time and whatever, right? And she's like, yeah, but like a little hesitant, and she's like asking me like, what is this about? I need to know details and whatever. And I was like, just be camera ready and trust me. And so she said, I trust you, which I'm very appreciative of that. Okay, so Sarai, this episode is about friendship, and it's about it's gonna air around Thanksgiving, and we are titling this episode "Thankful for You."
Wow.
So Sarai, my comadre, my friend for life, who I've known pretty much all of her life. All of her life.
Fun fact, yeah.
There is a picture of us where she's what, like 2, maybe?
I don't even think that.
Yeah, maybe younger. And anyway, this episode is called Thankful for You. And I just wanted to say, Sarai Garza, that I'm so thankful for you. I'm thankful for your friendship. I'm thankful for who you are. I'm thankful for how real you are. You and I, oh my gosh, this girl, we have had some real conversations, some real deep conversations. And it's funny because I'll sometimes say, okay, like you please don't think differently of me or something. And she'll be like, Jeanette, shut up. I know you, okay? Or I'll say, okay, don't tell anybody, but this is how I feel. She'll be like, girl, I know you. So anyway, Sarai, I just love you so much. And I'm so grateful for your friendship. I'm grateful for your wisdom, your humor. Oh my gosh, can Sarai make me laugh? Like nobody makes me laugh the way this girl makes me laugh. She is so real. And I just love you. And I'm so, so grateful for you. And
oh my gosh, thank you. I love me some Jeanette. Wow, that's not at all. I was like, ooh, what topic? Or I was like, there's a mystery topic and I get to talk about it. But no, I thank you. Thank you. That's a lot on a very early morning, but I love you. I love you so much. You know that I call Jeanette my forever friend. It's just time doesn't mean anything for us. We never get hung up on, oh my gosh, I haven't, seen your time. It's like, boom, go right in, go hard, go deep. And it's just like we just saw each other yesterday. There's no awkwardness. And I think that's always been the beauty of our friendship. But yeah, we go deep. And I feel like I have to like take all you in because I feel like I've had those deep talks with I think every single one of you. And I think we've all
made me laugh more than anything. Like I've known you as long as I've known them, and if anybody makes me laugh besides Jeanette, it's you. And then the two of you together, forget it.
I was just telling Aaron last night that I'm like, well, this is bound to be a good time because anytime I have hung out with all of you, there's two things that we're probably never short of is tears and like hysterical laughter. Sometimes tears are with that laughter as well.
Yes, exactly. And I'm telling you guys, stop. I can't take it anymore.
It's gonna be tears, either of laughter or tears of other, deep stuff that we get ourselves talking about. But thank you for having me, Jeanette. Always.
You want to hang out for a little while we talk about friendship?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Cool. Well, I realized I was so excited about getting Sarai on that we didn't even do our normal introduction thing. So, hey, welcome to Her Time.
You got to say that at the same time. You got to say
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Her Time.
My name is Jeanette, and I'm going to have my friends introduce themselves.
My name is Daisy.
I'm Regina.
I'm Rosie.
This is Sarai. So we are talking about friendship, and each of the ladies, Daisy, Rosie, and Regina, are also going to be doing some like special shout outs. But I have a question, and this is going to lead into, let's say, Daisy with her shout out. Okay, so the question is, what makes this friend or friends special, and why do you choose to shout them out?
Well, I hate the fact that I'm first.
Oh, I'm so
Let
sorry.
me say that. However,
technically I went first.
That's true. Except I wanted to be completely last. So so anyway, this friend, first of all, let me start with, because I'm not going to use a name. There are two women in my life, specifically in this category, that I honestly could not choose one above the other. So I thought, let me just talk about what these two women do in my life. And that is, ever since I was diagnosed, almost 8 years ago now, I've had a lot of people coddle me. I've had a lot of people be very careful about how I'm treated or what they say or, whatever. And my personality is not that. My personality is I'm gonna do. I'm a strong woman. I am a confident woman. But one of the things that I so appreciate about each of them is that they they know me so well that they just kind of naturally follow my pattern, like what I need. They trust me enough so that they know at any given time when we're together that I will ask for assistance if I need it. I will ask for them not to say a certain thing if I need that. But they know it so well that they can pick up on it before I even have to verbalize it. So it's never insulting, when they pick up something for me, or they slow down their pace when we're walking. So anyway, I want to shout out to those women, and you know who you are because we've had these conversations. I've been very intentional about thanking you in person. I just had a conversation a week ago with one of the women, and I was so grateful. I wanted her to know because I want them to recognize in this episode that I'm talking about them. So those are my two shout outs right now, is for the women who don't coddle me, but care very much for me.
Awesome. Awesome. Who wants to go next? Rosie or Regina? Let's go in alphabetical. Let's talk to the newlywed.
Well, hello. This is a good episode because, well, actually, our first episode was our Grateful episode, right? 2 years ago.
Mhm. Yes.
So this is kind of like an anniversary episode. So
Yeah.
Sarai, you're on our anniversary episode. As Jeanette said, I recently got married, and you really see who's there for you when your whole life is changing, your whole life is turning around. And I mean, I got engaged, I got married, had a reception, moved, and started a new job within the past 4 months. And besides the four of you, I have two other friends that I've known longer than the four of you, and even Sarai, the five of you. And so I have Susan and Sylvia, and I met them before I moved to Chicago, so I knew them before you guys and you ladies. And I've been friends with them ever since. And these are the type of friends that it's not like I don't see them ever, and then we, get together and we talk. I see them often. I see Susan and her husband, Michael, often. Probably at least once a month. We talk to each other at least once a month. And as soon as, my first date with Russ, we went to karaoke, and they met Russ, I think it was our second date. And so they met Russ right away. And then Russ actually called Susan and had her coordinate for Russ to ask me to marry him. So Susan has been there since the very beginning, and she's always been there. She threw my shower with Sylvia. Sylvia flew in from California to help with my shower, my bridal shower. And these two friends, they're the type that call me. Sylvia will call me at least once a week, and she checks up on me. We talk, we laugh. Susan, I see her and her husband at least once a month. And they've just been such a big part of my life. And I've just been so grateful for them all of these years. And it's been, like I said, if I've known you guys, ladies, 25 years, I've known them 28 years, and it's just a very special thing to have friends that not only make you laugh, but show up for you and support you. Because when Russ was asking Susan or telling Susan that he wanted to ask me to marry him. This was a month after we met. And she was like, "Are you serious?" So as soon as he asked me and I said yes, she came up to me and she was like, "Are you sure this is what you want to do? You don't have to get married. Like, like, I just want to make sure that you're not doing this because," and I'm like, "No, this is exactly what I want and I'm happy. But thanks for asking. And so so I'm just grateful for my friends Sylvia and Susan. And, I have to do a quick shout out to my sister. She was my maid of honor and she was there throughout the whole thing. Gotta say thanks to her too, because these past 4 months, if it wasn't for you ladies that I'm talking to now, and Susan, Sylvia, my friend Mary, my sister, my mom, like I don't know how I could have done it. So we have to have a tribe, and y'all are my tribe.
So then I'm going to interrupt because as Reg mentioned family, so I'm going to do the same thing. So I, of course, have my girls who are my number one, anything and everything in my life. And then, of course, my mother-in-law, my mom, who has been gone now forever, but she is ever present daily in my life. So let me shout out to them.
Rosie, Roseline.
Yeah. So I have to say that first a shout out to my sister and my sister-in-laws because of what's been going on in our lives these past 3 months with my father and my father-in-law. There's been a lot of things happening in terms of health. And so they have gone beyond to do everything they possibly can for my father-in-law and along with my husband. So definitely a shout out to them. Friends that have impacted my life, I have to say, like Daisy, there's so many women that have impacted our lives, right? In so many ways. And it's hard to kind of pick who, because everyone has touched your life in such a special way. And so, but during this time, I've had 2 people that have really gone beyond and just really connected with me. How you doing? Checking up on me. How's your father-in-law? And, one of them is my friend Alani, and she has just really, even with her busy life and her children and things that are happening in her own life, we've made it a point to try to catch up, even if for an hour, with coffee. So that means a lot, right? That means a lot. And the other person I'm not going to name, but I just, she has just been constant in my life. Always reaches out to me. How are you doing? What's been going on? And we just had a conversation this week, and she just poured into my life, gave me some words. And one of the things that she said that she stood out, because, you go through your own issues, you go through your own emotions, you have to deal with just everything all around you. And she said, God is not finished with you yet. And she compared it to the analogy of the coil. A fire is burning, and the coil is the hottest part. And that's, God has you right there, and he's not done with you. And I just want to give a shout out to that individual. She knows who she is, and I just love her with all my heart. And I thank her every day, and I thank God for her being in my life. So, yeah.
Amen. Earlier I mentioned the Bible verse that is the verse of the day today, and it was Proverbs 17:17. A friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in time of need. So I don't know, it made me think about times where we've all gone through things, right? We've all been where we are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. And like, you feel like, does anybody truly like really understand what I'm going through? And then there's friends like you 4, Daisy, Rosie, Regina, Sarai, where I know that I can tell you, man, I'm this is hard. I'm not liking this right now. This is what I'm going through, and I know that I can depend on you. And so I have one last question, and this question is, how does, and this could be in general, just a question about friendship. How does your friend or friends, how, or it could be about who you shouted out, but how does your friend inspire or encourage you? How do they, because to me, like, yes, thank you for being there in the hard times. Thank you for when I really need to vent and cry and whatever. But then you need encouragement. I remember one specific thing with Sarai, and there's been many, 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 many. But I remember it was shortly after we started Her Time, and we were doing the individual like introducing ourselves videos, and Sarai sent me this beautiful message just saying, hey, I don't know, I feel like you know, you could have said this about yourself, you could have said this about yourself. And she just started like blessing me with all these things. You're this, you're that, you're that. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm a words of affirmation person. So like words fill me, you know, they fill me, and so Sarai is just one of those people that inspires and encourages me. Like I could be, you know, struggling with whatever, and I know that she's always got an encouraging word on her lips, you know, and thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. So what I wanted to know was, what is something, how can a friend inspire or encourage you? Or how does
Can I take a stab at that?
Yeah, yes.
I think for me is like, it resounded when Daisy was like, you know, the coddling and all of that. You know, I think there's a space for that at times, but sometimes when you're down and out, like you don't need coddling. You don't need like the, you know, affirming my victimization conversation that I'm already replaying in my head 50,000 times. You know, you need somebody that's going to be like, okay, that's cute. Like, let's keep it moving. And you know, that's gonna listen and gonna take in, but that can pull out those strengths about you when you are down. So it's not about, you know, just kind of sitting there and being like, yeah, you know, that's rough and that's tough, and just taking it and saying, okay, that's your reality now, but this is what I know of you, and this is what I know of God. And just kind of reminding you of those two things, because when you're down and when you're going through something, sometimes it's so overwhelming or consuming that's all you can think about. You can't see anything else. So a good friend to me is going to listen, but also, you know, just be able to pull out the strengths that she knows about you, and the strengths and who God is, not the strengths, just who God is, and remind you of that.
Amen. Yep. Absolutely.
And be honest, okay, too, because sometimes you're just changa, and that's just you gotta.
Yeah. No.
Sometimes you need a friend to tell you that.
Like like I said, you have the friends that, you know, what can I do to help you? Like, let's go looking for jobs. If you lost your job, let's go looking for jobs. Or who do you want me to punch in the throat? Like, you have to have all of those friends. Like, who do you want me to punch in the throat? Like, who are we going after? How am I going to let's go looking for a job for you. Who's going to pray for you? Like, I'll pray for you. Like, I'm there to pray for you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have all of those friends. If you can find all of those friends in one person, wow. But I think we all need to have those different types of friends that, you know, pull you out and say, okay, let's go get ice cream, or, you know, let's go for a hike, or let's cry together. Like, you have those. And I'm grateful that I do, you know, and these are friends that I've had, including you, for over 20 years. So when you're talking about loyal friends, these are loyal, you know, like been through the thick and the thin, like seriously, like the big and the little, you know, and the long and the short, and you know, like all of that craziness, but also
The dark and the gray.
the dark and gray have, you know, been loyal, like even when you know that the things that I've done were absolutely my fault, you were still there for me. And I love you guys, ladies.
You know, when you said the part about the punch in the throat, Sarai is so that girlfriend. And I love that, because if I'm mad at somebody, she's also mad at them. If I'm like, "Ooh, can you, this person," and she's like, "Let's go get him. Oh, let's," you know, I'm like, yes, I need that in my life sometimes, you know. What?
In Jesus' name. It's all holy. It's all holy fighting, guys.
The ghetto, the little ghetto comes out, the inner city comes out, you know. I have to say that encouragement, the just having that person that will speak truth into your life and that will pray for you, and that will just see the things that maybe you don't see. And just like the analogy I gave about the fire and the coal, and you know, just having words that will encourage you when you're feeling like, dang, you know, what's going on top of everything else, you know, why am I not where I need to be, and all those questions. But you know, I think the reality is a person that can just be honest with you and just tell you like it is, and just be uplifting and encouraging. So yeah.
Mine is the discerning friend, you know, the friend who wakes up in the morning and feels the drop in the heart of someone, right? So when I get that unexpected text that says, you know, I woke up and the Lord led me to pray for you. I love that. Because it's a partnership. It's not just her, you know, looking at a picture, reminded of me. It's using her gifts, her relationship with Christ, and be led to me, partnering with God, so that, you know, I need to be reminded. I get those texts all the time, and it inspires me to do the same for other women. You know, I see you today. The Lord has his eye on you today. And I've gotten better at that because women in my life have gotten really good at doing that with me. So I'm grateful for the discerning friend.
That's good.
Amen. All righty, ladies. Well, I think we're getting close to our time here. So I just wanted to talk to our Her Time friends who are viewing, and thank you for viewing and for watching and supporting and loving and encouraging us. All of the likes, the shares, the comments, we so appreciate them all. And we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for being a Her Time supporter, a Her Time friend. And I wanted to give a little challenge to all of us and to our viewers. The challenge is take some time this week to do pretty much what Daisy was saying, but take some time to either text, call, visit, whatever, a friend, and let them know how you feel about them. Let them know how special they are to you, and just pour into them, encourage them, love them, be there for them. And, you know, I want to further the challenge to say, yeah, you can do as many as you want, but also choose someone that maybe you haven't told that to, someone who may not know exactly what they've done for you or how they've been there for you. So maybe not the obvious, you know? So that's my encouragement for you. And I just wanted to say my challenge, my encouragement, whatever. I just wanted to say again, thank you, ladies. Sarai, thank you again. My comadre, my forever friend. I love you so much. Thank you for always being there for me. My ladies, also Daisy, Rosie, and Regina, thank you so much. And again, God bless you. I love you. A friend is loyal at all times. A friend is there for you. Be a friend to women and each other. All righty. Have a blessed day. I love you. God bless you. And happy Thanksgiving month.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.